my God. Yo, could somebody log in? Instagram? Nobody got Instagram? Yo, nobody can log. All right.
No, I can.
I know it's gonna text my phone for something.
Oh my gosh, I'll do it right now.
Does that work? Fine. Oh, great.
I got you.
No, I got it. All right, I got it. Fuck, here we are. My bad, chat. I had to pull up my old Akademiks account. Big Tory in the building, man.
So, there's some things that I just want to say today. I think that they're very important, and I say, I know that there's been a lot of speculation about the things that I've been going through and how I've been dealing with them and the insensitivities of just me not like talking when y'all wanted me to talk and saying certain things. And I just felt like I owed it to my fans and supporters of people who, when they look at me and they look at me as a role model, I owed it to those people as a person to just like give them some sort of transparency and some sort of accountability of certain things. I feel like, for those who don't know, for the last 3 months of my life, I've been in this place where, I've been bashed, I've been cut through, just people every single day coming at me. And it's crazy because the whole thing about it is just like, when this whole debacle, or whatever you call it, came about, the whole time it's like, she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information, it's false information, and it's not accurate information. I don't ever want to come off like I'm here to bash this girl or I'm here to talk down about this girl or ever be at a place where like I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend. No matter what, even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend. In the times that we were together or around each other, we've had nothing but joyous moments and good moments. So I'm not going to sit here and bash her. But at the same time, it comes to a certain standpoint of me as a person where it's like, yo, do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated for something that I did not do, something that the events that are being said are not even accurate and accurately being portrayed to everybody? The narrative that's being created to make me come off like I'm some monster is now what I'm having to live through for 3 months straight of just people just coming. And it's like, yo, I'm not here to beg no sympathy from nobody. I've never been one of those people. I'm not a person that's sitting here like, yo, everybody feels sorry for me. Like, nah. Because at the end of the day, if I did what they're saying I did, then by all means, I would say the same exact thing about me. I say that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He doesn't respect females. He's a fuck boy. And that nigga deserves no respect, period. I've never been a person that all of a sudden, is everybody all of a sudden like, yo, he's this guy who doesn't protect black women. And he's this guy who, but it's like, he's this guy who doesn't care about black women. That's what the narrative has now switched into and certain things like that. And it's like, hold on, I need y'all to really back this up. When have I not showed out for black women? Every single one of my videos, the lead girl is black. From Say It to Love to now. Like, when have I not showed love to black women? I made 5 chicks tapes about black love, about a black relationship, about a ghetto relationship at that. Like, you feel me? Like, when did I become this person? Like, my favorite song on the last chicks tape that I put out was Beauty and the Benz. And that was a record that with Snoop Dogg that I loved. And instead of me even being inside of the video, like really take me in for a second. Instead of me even being in the video, and this is before all this, instead of me being in the video, I made the video all about the empowerment of black women. There's nothing but different types of black women in the video, all shapes, sizes, colors, ages, that just shows the love in what I'm doing. And it's like all of a sudden a narrative comes out with no factual evidence, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. And it's like, yo, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, and I support the whole movement of protecting black women, but I want to speak on something. And sometimes, I know I'm not always in the right place to speak on things, but this is something that I went through, and so I feel like I'm able to speak on it. I am all for protecting black women. That is something that is the most one of the most important things that needs to be taken serious and awareness needs to be brought to. And regardless, if this debacle, regardless of what you guys think happened, if this situation caused you guys to pay more attention and more awareness to protecting black women, then I'm fine that I had to be dragged through the dirt for that. But I want y'all to understand something. It's a problem when it becomes that protecting black women doesn't mean to protect black men. That doesn't make sense. From the beginning of time, when you really think about how this works, like from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage, and from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage. White man and white woman, white girl and white man. Spanish man, Spanish woman, Indian man, Indian woman. When you guys start making it like put black men down and protect the black women, I'm not saying you guys, I don't mean to make it like, oh, you're attacking, but when we as a whole make it protecting black women means putting down black men, then it comes to a point where it's like, okay, well, who's going to protect black women? Who is supposed to be protecting black women? It has to be black men. It's not the white man. It's not the Spanish man. It's not the man who, it's not none of those. It's not the Chinese man. It's not none of those men. It's black men. It's black men. And I'm not saying that black men aren't the people who in times who aren't the people who inflict certain issues and mental issues and certain things that girls go through. Like black men are very much the cause of a lot of things that women go through because of, at the end of the day, like the way we were raised, certain standpoints. Maybe we didn't have a parent around. Some things were just not here to, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to remember at the standpoint, if the man is supposed to be, and I say this loosely because I don't want anybody to take this out of context. If the man is supposed to be the head and a woman is supposed to be the neck, y'all got to think about this. In order for the head to move left, right, whatever it is doing, it needs the guidance of the neck.
Yo, chat, no cap. This is a bad look. This look like this nigga did it, bro. Yo, this nigga answering everything but saying the shit we want to hear. The black woman, the head, the neck of the... What the fuck we talking about right now, Tory? I love you, Tory. But get back on subject. Who shot her?
Parts of the story first and then come at me and be like, yo, you need to fix this and fix that if that's what you feel like I did. But instead I'm being torn down for a narrative that's like, now I'm the poster boy for I don't like black women. But anyways, let's get into this. I want to get into this because it's very important for me to just say this. I'm not here to bash this woman. I'm not here to come down on this woman. I'm not here to
fucking go, man.
Disrespect her or throw her under the bus. But it comes to a certain standpoint where I just can't let my character be assassinated for things that are not even really true. Like, and for falsified narratives and information. Let's start this off. When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're going to make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. So I'm like, oh, okay. I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. It's like, I didn't get.
Motherfucking Jay-Z, didn't I tell y'all, man?
Issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports, and they have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me? So they say, oh, okay, you know, you see her out of the car. She's getting out of the car. She's hopping. It looks bad, bro. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I felt bad watching it because it made her look bad. And it didn't make her look good. It didn't make any of us look good. And I didn't want that for her. I don't see that for anybody. So all of a sudden, when we get arrested, or when it looks like we all got arrested, the memes start. Now I want to really bring you guys in for a second so you can understand something. And I really just want you to take this in. Like, she is a person I spent enough time with her to observe and understand something about her, where it's like she's going through a lot. She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, you know, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip hop sweetheart. Like she's nice, she's talented, whatever the case is, cool. And because of that, like we've never seen a moment where the memes have come at her, where the memes are like, yo, nigga, let's laugh at your pain. Ah ha 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 ha. She's never had to deal with that because she's always been praised. So everything that's been happening has been a reaction off of what's been going on. So it gets down to this point now where it's like, now the reports are starting to say, okay, well, everyone's pointing to different things. No one really knows what's happened, but nobody has ever said she got shot. Nobody has ever said she got shot. Not TMZ, not the police report at this point. Nothing is saying that she got shot. Soon as she sees herself on video with the bikini and the things like that, and it looks bad, she then comes out and says, yo, the narrative of me getting cut by glass, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet with the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like all of a sudden the affiliates of her circle start pointing like little subliminal fingers, like count your days and like I won't be around when you shooting at feet and like little funny things that they start doing. And I'm kind of like, damn, hold on, where are y'all about to take this? Because y'all told me not to make a statement, so I'm trying to figure out where y'all taking me to. I don't get it. So then at this point she goes live because people are not really understanding the story or whatever cases. She waits. She doesn't go on, a time when it's just a regular time. For y'all who don't understand, it was one of those things where me and her knew what was going on, but y'all didn't know what was going on. She went live on my birthday with all her jewelry on, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then she says, yo, and the thing about the whole jewelry thing is, my bad. She knew that it wasn't a situation where, she knew she had to do certain sympathetic things, I guess, to push the narrative. And I don't know who told her to do certain things like that. And I'm not the one who's trying to, ever point the finger at anybody. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, you went on live on your birthday, and then you said, on my birthday, and then you said, I got shot in my foot, and it didn't hit no bones or tendons. So everybody's looking at this, and again, the internet is a sick place. This is a place where people don't give a fuck about you. They do what they do, they antagonize, and they do what they do. You go in and you see you get shot in your foot, no bones or tendons. The internet goes into an outrage because some people are like, hold on, how you not get shot? How you get shot in your foot and it don't hit no bones or tendons? Like, whoever is watching this, if you need to go on Google and look at a foot anatomy of bones and skeletons and tendons, you realize there's 30 bones in your feet and 100 tendons, some crazy number like that, right? So she now gets to this place where the people are like, hold on, and again, the internet is sick. The internet starts coming at her and saying, yo, show your feet. Because we're seeing you at DJ Khaled's house and you're on your tippy toes, and then we're seeing that you're here and there, and they're antagonizing her. They're brutally coming for her and not giving her, I guess, what it is that she needed. But it gets to this point where now she posts a picture of a foot, and she posts this picture of a foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to have to go through this. I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now it gets to this point where she posts this picture of her foot, and everyone's seeing certain things, and everyone's, saying certain things about her foot. And some people think it's real, some people don't think it's real. And it gets to this place where some people are just not believing it. So she posted a picture. There's no bullet tray where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? Like, if this is what's going on, like, where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? I don't understand. Like, where's the surgical? You're not in the surgical room. And anybody who knows, I mean, this is like, it clearly had to be the first day that you've taken this picture. So if this is the first day that you've taken this picture, it's like, where's all the evidence? Why are you not in a surgical room? First of all, you're not even allowed to take pictures in a surgical procedure. That is against the law. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. So it gets to this point now where it's like, she says, I was shot from behind, and, blah, blah, this, that, and the third, and I was walking away. And she puts that, and then she deletes the post after. But that contradicts with the first post, because you said somebody came out to hit you with malicious harm and danger, to put you in harm and all this danger and all this stuff. How can you identify who's shooting at you if you're facing the other way? How can you even identify criminal or malicious intent if you're not seeing what's going on behind you? That doesn't even make sense. And so it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, yo, this is not right. Like, and I do see when people are getting at her, and there's times when I'm like, damn, like, do I help her, or do I speak up and say, yo, don't talk about her, whatever the case is, but if I do that, then it's like I'm coming off like I'm guilty. And then if I say something about having remorse, like I would like to, or saying something about certain things, it's like I come off like I'm guilty of something that I didn't do. So I had to be quiet on certain places. Now, I need y'all to really take this in and understand like how this works at this point. When all this starts happening, LA Times, okay, this is put in public information. LA Times puts out an article, and in the article they say, this is the initial report. 2 sources close to the investigation said that she got cut by glass, and she said that she got cut by glass. So then it's like, people see that, okay, hold on. They're saying on the initial police report with Officer Santiago, whatever his name is, you can go look this up. This is on LA Times. That's when it gets to this point where it says, okay, yo, they reported no gunfire wound in her foot. They just reported a woman with a foot injury. So you got to understand, like, this is what's in their initial police report. Fuck all the Instagram, fuck the other shit. This is just what's in the police report. So you got to understand, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, wow, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, like, at the end of the day, like, maybe some people might see this, maybe some people might not. It gets to Akademiks, it gets to Akademiks, it gets to Hollywood Unlocked, it gets to certain places, right? And she comes out with this tweet that says, keep talking and I'm gonna stop sparing you. It's like, my love, I have not been on the internet for 3 months. And then 30 minutes later, she just goes on live. And it's like me telling you, yo, keep talking, my nigga, and I'm gonna slap you. And then I just slap you. It's like, you didn't do anything for me to slap you. I just slapped you. So it's like, who was talking to who? Who are you saying to keep talking to? I don't understand. Whatever. It gets past this point. And it gets to a place where now she says, I'm gonna stop sparing you, whatever the case. She gets on live. Now, because it got on Akademiks that there was no gunfire wound on the initial report, everyone starts going to her page. Again, she starts reacting to certain things. Now, I'm going to say one thing. I'm not getting mad at her or whatever it is, because I understand that she is dealing with a lot. Like, when it comes down to, you got to understand, she lost both of her parents, and I do sympathize with that. I lost my mother, and when I lost my mother, I realized one thing. When you lose a parent, you could be highly susceptible to people around you that are giving you parental guidance, or things that feel like parental guidance, to believing that it is parental guidance, and you go with it. That's happened to me. I've been at that place where I've listened to a lot of people that led me down the wrong road because it felt like parental guidance that I should have been getting from my mother or my father that at that time wasn't around, or whatever the case is. So now it gets to this point now, whatever the case is, boom, she comes out and she goes, listen, you guys and, all this extra shit, this nigga keep talking about me. And I'm in the back, I'm over here watching this like, yo, what did I say? I didn't say nothing. I said nothing to you. It's nothing. This nigga keep talking about me, bro. And so, you know what? Now we just gonna do it. This nigga Tory shot me, bro. This nigga shot me. He shot me. She gets into it. This nigga shot me. She starts breaking down the story. And I want y'all to pay close attention to how she breaks down the story. Okay? Really pay close attention. She breaks down the story and she says, yo, I'm arguing. I'm in the car. I'm arguing with this nigga. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. We get into a heated argument. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. I get out the car. This nigga get out the car, and he starts shooting me. For no reason, he starts shooting me. So boom, then the cops pull us over and da-da-da-da. Hold on, let's take the first facts back for what she just said. So you mean to tell me that you're in a car with a person and this person is arguing with you? This person has gotten you to a place of like, yo, I don't even want to be around you. Like, I'm above this. I'm out of here. You get out of the car because the heated argument is so heated. And then this person gets out and shoots you in both of your feet. And you jump back in the car? Why would you jump back in the car with a dangerous man who just did a dangerous crime to you, who did this criminal intent to you and all this? Why? Why would you jump back in the car? Well, yo, then the police pull us over and I see, you know what I'm saying? We're all black in the car. There's a gun in the car. So I don't even want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get in more trouble. And I'm trying to protect this man. Because at the end of the day, it's niggas getting shot out here. She then throws the black card at me. I'm trying to protect this black man. My love, nobody ever reported that you got shot but you. So how are you trying to protect me? At what point were you trying to protect me? At what point? Like, you know I got a child. You know that these type of situations, even an accusation, is something that I can't even be playing with. I don't even play with my life like that. So why would that, that to me just doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Yo, I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. Let me tell you why they saying there's glass in my feet, though. Because I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. I lied to this, that, and the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I need us to really understand what she's saying here. You mean to tell me that these medical doctors that are in an ambulance that work on-site injuries 24/7 for all day, that have to know every type of on-site injury, the specifications on the type of on-site injuries, so they can treat it right? You mean to tell me you lied to these people and they just treated you for glass when you had a bullet in you? If that's what you're saying, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say they were dumb. You mean to tell me that the cops who were called for a gunshot in a Suburban or whatever the car was, found that same Suburban and found a gun in it, see you leaking, and didn't check you for bullet wounds? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say they were dumb. You then further said, yo, I'm at a cotton mouth like a motherfucker smoking on it. You then say, oh, well, I was trying to protect this black man, so I never said nothing. I didn't want them to shoot me. I didn't want them to kill me. Okay, but when me and Kelsey and Quan were over there being questioned, you were in a stretcher. No one is going to shoot you in a stretcher. You had plenty of time to tell the cops that you were in danger. You had plenty of time. I'm not protecting somebody who just heinously shot me after a conversation that we just had. My mind is not on protecting you. I'm bleeding from my feet. I'm thinking about protecting my own life and I'm in danger. Why would you not say that with 2 feet bleeding from 2 bullet holes, from what you're saying? I don't understand that. And then there's this whole narrative of, you know, like, I didn't want to put this black man on you know, I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm protecting this man and he keeps talking. And so now, you know, he keeps getting his media team to start doing certain things to make me look incredible and to smear me. And to make him look good and to make it look like I'm not. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, have I been around in the last 3 months saying anything? Have you seen in the last 3 months one article that made me look good during this? One? Have you seen it? You haven't seen it nowhere. Because at the end of the day, my PR team is not out here playing with my jeopardy of my life and freedom. Y'all are doing this for the internet. This is my life. I'm the only person with the case. So at the end of the day, when you sit here, y'all, like, I'm not going to jeopardize my son. Even if I know, regardless of what I know, it will come to light in the no issue with that. I have no issue with that. But I need y'all to understand, like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, this shit hurts, bro. Seeing my friends, people that I had on quarantine radio, be people that were just like my real, like, at least people I thought were my friends, like people I thought were like cool people, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, everybody just shunned me. I showed everybody love at the top of the year. Everybody was on quarantine radio, hee hee ha ha ha. And the second y'all have an accusation, not even evidence, niggas just come bash me, I'm somebody who just, I don't get a say, then I understand. Sometimes the way I move is unconventional, you know? And I came to a place where I was dealing with so much just talk and heat and just people coming at me that I made music because I was like, this is how I can speak through what I gotta do. This is how I can, we get so mad about artists making songs about the same thing, money, chains, and cars. So when a nigga comes out and says his true passion, puts his true heart, his emotions, the pain that he's dealing with his baby mother, his child, when a nigga goes and does that and pours his emotion into the tape, or what, he wrong? I'm wrong? I get shunned off. They took me off of every single playlist. They took me off of every playlist. They didn't want my story to come out. They didn't allow my story to come out because it came off insensitive. I came off insensitive to people. Now I want to speak on this. I don't ever want anybody to ever think that I've been insensitive to Breonna Taylor. I marched 9 days straight in Miami for her and George Floyd. I would never, bro, I've mourned this woman as well. And everyone said, listen, we're mourning a black woman today and you dropped an album? How dare the disrespect? Guys, let's bring this back. That day that I dropped that album, my mom, that was her birthday. And that was also the day she died. So I was also mourning a black woman, my mother. That meant a lot to me. My name is Daystar. I'm her youngest son. That meant a lot to me. And all I was doing was giving a truthful album about what I'm going through. And I thought that people were going to be able to hear it and feel me. But they didn't do that. And I don't expect, everyone to just jump into my side because at the end of the day, I didn't deserve that for the way that I handled this. There's been insensitive things that I've done and I apologize for, as far as me not talking to y'all, addressing y'all, coming to y'all sooner and saying, yo, bro, I ain't do this, my nigga. But y'all gotta understand the reason why I wasn't able to do that. Once they made this an actual thing, I immediately called the lawyer and was just like, yo, what can I do here? Because there's times I was like, I'm gonna just say the whole story right now. They need to know. No, you're not allowed to talk. I will handle that for you in the court of law. So at that point, it gets to a standpoint where it's like, my bad, my shit dries, I'm old. But look, it gets to a point where it's like, I'm sorry that right now, like, this is getting me a little riled up. It's just like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, I feel what you niggas feel. I go through the things that y'all go through, bro. Anybody on this comment list, anybody watching this right now, if you have ever been at a place where somebody has, for the day, just been like, yo, fuck you, or somebody just hit you with a bad comment and niggas are going at you, or any celebrities that have been at a place where niggas are just coming at you, imagine just going through that for 3 months straight, just niggas, and you know that you're a talkative nigga that will say, nigga, nah, but you have your hands tied behind your back because legally you can't put anything else in jeopardy because it's not about Instagram at that point. It's about the well-being of my family and the mother of my child and my child. And at that point, I had to make a decision of whether or not this was more important or Instagram likes and understanding of this or whatever case was more important. Like, I've never been a person that's I've never been a person that's not expressed how he feels. There's things that I feel today, and I want y'all to understand something. Through every single thing that I'm going through the judge the accusations and the charges of 22 years and everything, I keep a smile on my face. Why? Because I know what I know. I know what I know. And at the end of the day, I'm not afraid of certain things because I gotta be strong for the people around me, dog. I have to be. Because they can't see me weak right now. They can't see that. I can't allow, my fans can't see me weak right now. I can't allow them to do that. And I'm not a weak person. I pray to God this whole experience has got me so much closer to God and made me understand certain things about certain people and how they gonna operate when something happens. And it made me realize this is how people operate and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is another thing I wanna address on, and I don't care who looks at me, how they look at me. Like, my point of this is not to make y'all start bashing her. It's not to make y'all start bashing her. When she's bashed, I don't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like, damn, bro, like this whole situation in itself is causing this girl mental trauma, bro. That's still somebody I care about. I do not want to see her like that, bro, ever. I don't want to see her like that, bro. It is what it is. And if nobody looks at that, how they look at it, bro, it is what it is, dog. But I never want to see her weakened or her put down or her whatever case, because then it goes against exactly what I'm talking about. How am I going to advocate for protecting black women if I'm doing something to bash her and bring her down? All I'm trying to let y'all know and understand here is just the facts. It's the facts of what y'all got to understand. I can't allow at some point, it's just like I was waiting for my court date so I can say something. And when I finally said it, or when the court date finally came, I finally am here and I'm being able to say what I have to say. And so if I'm coming off in any kind of way that's not the way that you want, I apologize, but I had to get this off my chest. And so it just is what it is. The truth will come to the light in the court of law. If y'all don't believe me, you don't believe me. It is what it is. If you do, you do. But I really just send prayers and love to her camp. I send prayers and love to the people around me. And I don't want us to be beefing. I don't want y'all to think that this is a Meg versus Tory thing. I'm not beefing with her. I'm not beefing with nobody. I don't have no, like, I'm chilling, bro. Like, with all due respect, I'm chilling. I want to get back to myself. I'm not going to stop. When y'all see me at the club and I'm chilling, I'm partying. When y'all see me, if I come back with quarantine radio around Halloween, that's because I want to have fun. I want to still be the person I am. I want to still spread light. And the last thing I want to say before I get out of here, it is very important to me, and I didn't say it at the starting because, you know, it would have been whatever, but I want to say it now. The whole situation with Nigeria and the things that's going on with Nigeria right now are crazy. I'm sending 100 prayers over there, and I want to raise awareness for all of my celebrity fans to understand what the whole SARS movement and all that stuff is going on. They got people that are in the government that are just like just randomly, because they're governed by the government, can randomly just go out on the streets and just do shit to people, rob people, punch up your kid, all kinds of wild stuff. And this is going on right now in Nigeria. And I feel like it's something that I didn't want to be insensitive to, because at the end of the day, like, I'm on live right now with 200,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to be insensitive to the fact that somebody else is going through something, regardless of me going through what I'm going through. Everybody, please bring some awareness to SARS. Please bring some awareness to the things that are going on in Nigeria. And let's do whatever we can do to help build Nigeria and bring our people back, because that's the motherland. That's where we all come from. In some sort of way, in the bloodline and the ancestry, that's where we all come from. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm going to let
Well, damn. That was a live concluded by Tory Lanez, if you didn't know. Meg Thee Stallion. What's her name? Is it Thee Stallion? She tweeted. She said, "This nigga is genuinely crazy." What are we supposed to make from this chat? What are we supposed to make? Oh yeah, I can't even see the fucking tweet. My bad. Apologize. So, you know, I guess he gave a little bit more details. I'm guessing Quan is the security guard. These are the people we know that was there. There's 4 people. Meg Thee Stallion, Kelsey, Tory Lanez, and Quan. Right? Those are the people who were in the car when the police pulled them over. I guess, like, really, like, even me, I want Tory just to say, who fired a gun? This is what I've always, like, by the way, everything Tory said on this live, he told me on the phone in person. Like, well, not in person, but he told me on the phone. And there's still a unsettling feeling that you think, okay, I hear you. You're right. Meg, there's a lot of holes to Meg's story. But we're not hearing also from you, like, I get you're saying you're innocent, but I want him to say, I never fired a gun that night. I don't know. Again, I feel like a part of what Tory's saying is a little semantics. Yo, I ain't shoot her in the leg. Yeah, I might have shot the ground that ricocheted into the fucking like light post, and then it hit this other shit and hit the fucking car. Then it hit her, but I ain't shoot her. I shot some. Like, you know what I mean? It might be a little semantics. I wish you would say, I never had a gun in my hand that night. I never shot a bullet that night. if she got shot, it could never be me. I feel like all the explanation after, like all the other shit he's doing, it's kind of like, all right, cool. It's we look at Meg's story to realize that she ain't all the way keeping it 100, but it doesn't all the way make Tory innocent and now the victim. Because truth be told, if somebody lying on you about some serious shit, fuck them. You're the new victim. You know what I mean? Like, they're clearly trying to use whatever that situation is, and this is a situation of really domestic violence. Like, if a girl lies about you on rape, you're the victim, nigga. Like, she's lying. I'm hoping to hear Tory say certain things, and I don't know why he hasn't said it, but I think I do know why he hasn't said it. Because that's probably part of the case. And there's probably some gray area there where, at this point, it's safe to assume that Tory was around a gun. I'm keeping the trailer. He was around a gun. Now, did he fire the bullet? I don't know. Again, I wish he would say certain things that I know he was completely, like, this is just a complete frame job. I really think the truth with this whole matter lies in between what Meg is saying. Meg was hurt, okay? Was Meg hurt by Tory? I don't know. I think Tory also is trying to prove or trying to say, like, yo, it wasn't malicious. Like, a lot of the stuff he's saying is like it wasn't malicious. Also, he's trying to expose her for saying, clearly you knew it wasn't malicious because you were down to, like, not go this far till Rock Nation got involved, right? Basically saying you were down to not say you got shot when we just got pulled over by the cops, but later online you're saying you got shot. You ain't saying nothing about me shooting you when you were on a stretcher, but now you're saying Tory shot me, right? Again, I don't know really how much that helps Tory's case, and that's why if Tory can't come out and say, like, at least some of those things and be like 100% stand on that fact, I wonder why he did that live. He basically said everything he said on the album. We just heard him talk. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think that Tory said everything he said on the album. He just put it down in a way where, you know, music kind of make like he was almost like glorifying it, and also he was angry, he was attacking people. This kind of made him seem a little bit more, you know, empathetic, as much as I think Tory could be. But I don't, like, it's hard to, like, really decipher what innocence is for Tory when he says he's innocent. Did you not shoot a gun? Did you not do anything that resulted in her getting hurt? Also, you know, there's a little bit of he doesn't really acknowledge that she did get hurt or even try to explain how she got hurt. You know what I mean? Like, if Tory, if this could have been alive in 5 minutes, say this is the truth. If Tory said, yo, I never had a gun in my hand that night. I never fired a bullet that night. I don't know, you know how rap niggas are. I don't know nothing about nothing else, but I never had a gun. I never fired a bullet. If she got injured by a gun or a bullet, that clearly could not have been me. Like, what else are we talking about? I felt like he was explaining so many details of how it got to this place because it looks like maybe it was an accident. I'm just being honest. It seems like some shit went down. It was an accident. Meg knew it was an accident. And then Meg flipped after Meg talked to her team. And the team probably said to Meg, bitch, are you fucking dumb? A nigga just shot a gun and you got hurt by the gun. You are a victim and you're going to play this victim role and we going to clout the fuck up. That would be Rock Nation saying that. By the way, I'm just spitballing. I don't know these things, but I'm reading between the lines of really confusing, like soliloquies by Meg and also Tory. Meg is saying, I'm protecting Tory. I call that bullshit. Meg, you're not protecting no motherfucking Tory. Talking about, oh, I didn't tell on Tory. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Or I didn't tell on Tory because black men are getting killed out in the streets. What the fuck are you talking about? You said Tory shot you, but you wouldn't tell the cops on him in the moment because black men are getting killed in the street, but you ran to be online to tell on him there? What type of dumb shit are we on? Meg, I don't believe that at all. And I don't believe so much shit with Tory saying either. That's what I'm saying. I think Tory did some shit, nigga. That's what I kind of feel. Kind of feel like he did some shit. I don't know if he shot, but he did some shit. But I think he's disappointed with how Meg is doing it. Meg is handling this as a career advancement. When initially, because he's explaining, yo, why did you get back in the car with me? Yo, why didn't you tell the cops at the time? Like, what? Yeah, he's looking at it like, yo, Meg, you know when the cops come to some shit and y'all covering up some shit, you know what I mean? Like, the cops come to your house, there was a fight actually there, or the cop show up to a place, there was actually a fight, but everybody just lied to the cops that the cops leave. You feel me? Because you don't want nobody to get locked up, right? So some shit happened. They were trying to lie to the cops that nobody got fucking locked up. She probably even told the cops like, yo, oh, I stepped on glass. They probably didn't look too much into it. Whatever the case is, she seemed like, you know, she seems all cool with these people. Why would she really be with the people who shot her? But really, they're trying to downplay it. She goes back home. The news story break. Rock Nation calls her and say, yo, Meg, what the fuck is going on with you, man? We just signed mad endorsement deals for you. What's going on with you? She tells them the truth, and they said, bitch, are you fucking dumb? We not about to let Tory off the hook. We about to bury this nigga. Now, here's the thing is, none of these parties are, like, completely, like all the way, I think, in the clear. If you're playing PR games, again, I'm just guessing. I'm guessing. Don't try to hang me for this. If you're Meg, who was trying to help cover this up, because you were down with the cover-up when the cops first came, you were down with trying to sweep it under the rug at first until you get onto the media, and now you're thinking about your endorsements and how your career could look because they're linking you with Tory like y'all both criminals. If you flip on the niggas you were trying to cover it up with, that's a snake-ass move. That's facts. You ain't played a victim angle until it started looking bad for you on your career. That's some scummy shit. I think that's what Tory's thinking. I don't know, but I think so. Now, let's go on the Tory side. Tory, you got to chill out a bit, buddy. If you did pull that trigger, unfortunately, you're at the mercy of her. Not because, even if in the moment, because also a part of being a victim, like, yo, people go into shock, this and third, she might have been cool in the moment while saying, yo, nah, I'm about to personal charges, no, I don't want no cops involved, no, whatever. Yo, oh, shit, we just got pulled over. Yo, I'm going to just tell him it's glass, chill, whatever, just bring me to the hospital afterwards, cool. You can't, like, bro, if you did do anything, and that's why I'm going to use the word do anything, because, you know, when Tory speaks, he keeps talking about, he speaks as if the only way she could have gotten injured is if a bullet left the gun and entered her foot. Nigga, a gun could get fired, it hits something, the fragments, and really that's what the cops later said, or not the cops, the hospital, according to the PR person who spoke to the media, they said it was bullet fragments. So I think both of them really, like, both of their stories ain't all the way correct, but then I think there's a third part. So y'all know the little best friend? There was a bodyguard, there was some clip, I'll play the clip now, there's some clip of like a bodyguard talking. Somebody said, Kelsey DM'd me yesterday too. She DM'd me yesterday. And I asked her, because she was denying, I'm going to play the clip that she was denying. She said, this is all cap. So I asked her, I said, I'm not even sure if that's Tory Lanez's bodyguard. Hold on. So there's a clip that came out that says, this is supposedly Tory Lanez's bodyguard telling his side of what happened that night. This is what they say. Check it out. Drop it.
Car, then Tory walked in. In the car, then Tory walked in. They all drunk already, mind you. I'm outside. My weapon is in the car. Tory and Meg get to arguing. Kylie's outside at the pool still. Tory and the girl in the car start arguing.
Meg walk out because she find out such and such Tory been messing with both of the women in the car. You know how that go already. Tory got in trouble. Meg hops out the car. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. Excuse me. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. The gun accidentally goes off because the gun, he's trying to shoot Megan. The gun accidentally goes off in the midst of them fighting for it, and the girl shoots, and the bullet accidentally gets near Megan. That's why it didn't hit no tendon, because it grazed her. Everybody was in the car, then Tory walked in. They all drunk already. Mine.
All right. First and foremost, I don't even know if that's the real bodyguard. Number one, why the fuck there's like a beat under his voice? This should sound like a Beef 3 DVD. Yeah, it sounds like it's a Beef 3 DVD. Like he's telling the story on like going like Cocaine City or something. What the fuck is this nigga? Like shit, nigga, go sell your story to TMZ if you ready to run your mouth. You the bodyguard, nigga. Go get 100 bands and go to TMZ, dummy. Fuck is you, nigga? Look like he's talking on like one of these YouTube channels. Like get the fuck out. That's why I don't know if that's his real bodyguard. This gotta, like, maybe this bodyguard is that dumb because if you let the artist get your gun, maybe you're a dumbass thing anyway. But shit, if this is him talking over some like 2003 beat, sound like some Beef 3 like, you know, commentary, like come on, bro. But again, I posted this and Kelsey, which is the best friend of Meg Thee Stallion, she reached out to me, she DM'd me, she said, Ak, this is cap. And I guess she's saying it's cap if you didn't hear the story. Basically, the guy said that, yo, people are drunk. They get into an argument. Meg walks out or leaves the car. Tory and allegedly Kelsey are fighting over a gun. And I guess Kelsey was trying to say, Kelsey's Meg's best friend, by the way. Kelsey hit me to say, no, that's false. And she didn't really say too much, but she said this is cap, not true, blah, blah, blah. And I then asked her, I said, yo, why is the real story so fucking mysterious? Like, Kelsey, you're not charged with shit. Why can't you just tell the truth? Like, again, is it this big of a deal? Like, I can't tell if the full story is being protected by this no snitching shit or everybody's guilty. And I asked Kelsey, I said, is it because it's legal? Is it because nobody wants to put somebody else in jail? Or is it because everybody got a little bit of guilt in this motherfucking story, so no one's giving up the story? I've never seen a story where nobody ever has given a full, complete, and there's 4 people there. They speak to people. They don't even tell nobody else the shit. I talked to Tory directly. Tory ain't tell me, yo, Tory told me the story, and he skipped right past the part where they get in the car and when the cops come. I don't know what happened there. Why is this story so fucking secret? When Meg say it, Meg don't really say why, like this shit's just weird. This whole shit is fucking weird. So, I don't know. If I'm to be honest, from what I'm hearing, Tory was fucking Meg and the best friend. Tory's a wild boy, dicking them both down. They didn't notice. They found out at the party. There was some vibes. Well, also Kylie. Ratchetivity starts to ensue. Kylie told him to get the fuck out of there. Not her directly, but through her handlers. Y'all gotta leave. Get this hot girl shit out of here. I don't want this bullshit here. Get this bald-headed midget out with you too. And this other ratchet hoe, y'all all leave. Kylie, this ill. She don't want to be around this shit. Stormy learned to play the piano. She ain't trying to deal with y'all ratchet, loud-ass motherfuckers. But from what I'm hearing, Tory was dicking out both of these chicks. From what I'm hearing, again, I'm speaking very freely, so if I get mad at this, y'all niggas, listen, I'm tired of this story. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Tired of this story. I'm so tired of this story that if you're expecting me to have some type of real couth and really tenderness while I'm discussing this, I know Meg got hurt. I empathize with her. I love Meg, but I'm telling you details that I know at this point, because at this fucking point, let's crack the case, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm tired of this shit. This shit, it should never be this deep. Why the fuck is the real story so elusive? From what I'm hearing, one of the issues is that Meg motherfucking Tory was talking to this Kelsey chick, and I hear this has happened a couple times with Meg and her best friend, or used to be best friend. I hear they beefing. Why don't they talk about that? Meg being the star, Meg took that nigga Tory from her for her friend. Her friend didn't know. Meg and Tory fucking. Everything, you know what I mean? Niggas get off the fucking Hennessy, the Reposado at Kylie's party. I'm hearing Meg is showing out because, you know what I mean, Tory was a little thirsty for Kylie. So now, you know, you ever see a chick with it when they see their nigga motherfucking, like, acting thirsty in public? Sometimes a woman reel her nigga back in by just putting herself on that nigga. And again, I'm just telling you, this is details. I don't give a fuck if y'all get mad or what. So I'm hearing that's when, I don't know if she just kissed Tory or some shit like that, but Meg makes it very clear that, yo, Tory is her nigga. And the best friend is fucking bewildered and shocked. She's like, what? Meg is doing that for Kylie, well, not really for Kylie, but like, just to kind of get Tory back in line because he's thirsty for Kylie. And I'm hearing, truth be told, I also heard Kylie was thirsty for him. I don't know if that's true, but fine, that's what I'm here. Bet. So that's happening. But then the best friend feels away like, damn, yo, Meg, another nigga? You took another nigga from me, bruh? Anyway, they start getting a little loud, rambunctious. Motherfucking Kylie tell these motherfuckers to leave. They bring all that arguing from the party to the car. And that's where I just don't know what the fuck happened. Where did a gun come into the equation? Because what type of argument do you have that a gun gets pulled out when there's men and women arguing amongst each other? So that's the part I've always just got lost in. If that was the bodyguard speaking, he still didn't speak to why a gun really came into, like, what type of argument could, like, even if, let's say you're believing what I'm saying, right? Even if Meg took Tory from her best friend and the best friend found out then also Meg is mad at Tory because he's not simping, but like he's, you know what I mean, shooting a shot at Kylie. That's not no shit you shoot somebody over. You feel me? Or let's say fuck shooting. That's no reason why a gun should ever get pulled. You get me? I don't know, man. I don't know. I see somebody in my comment section on Instagram said, this fucking story got more size than a fucking octagon. Throw the whole case away. For real. We tired of this shit now. I'm tired of this story. Every time I hear Tory now talk, it seems like he's like, yo, he's acting like the whole setup thing he's talking about. I think he's saying that, yo, we agreed to sweep it under the rug, but now you niggas making it a thing. You flipped on me. And you're just kind of like, maybe he's not all the way guilty as you know, Meg just said he shot her, right? Maybe he's not all the way guilty as some of the statements have been made to be. But I don't know if he's all the way innocent because he ain't saying certain shit that I would expect an innocent nigga to say. I don't know. So what we gonna do about this? We get Meg Thee Stallion. She's on Twitter right now saying Tory's crazy. Meg ain't said a motherfucking thing. Meg ain't said a motherfucking thing since she named Tory as a shooter and Tory dropped the album. When Tory dropped the album, Meg ain't speak since. This is the first time Meg even said something. But Meg was going on live, like, getting into details, like, you know what I mean, popping her shit. You know when the black girl's twisting her fucking neck up like a fucking parakeet, nigga? She ain't doing that no more. After the album come out, she quiet as a motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it true with you. I think she just start talking to the cops, like, fuck this nigga. Like, nigga, like, we ain't gonna keep going back and forth. It's not ironic. 2 weeks after the album drops, charges are laid. Remember at first, cops was like, oh, this is a complicated case. We don't know if we're going to be able to file charges. We're not having no witness or cooperating. We think we have some eyewitnesses, but we can't know if we can corroborate. Yeah, all right, nigga. The album drops. Meg goes fucking radio silent. Tory's charge. Come on, bro. Meg called the cops. She called the detective like, yo, this bitch ass nigga just really dropped an album on me. Listen, let me tell you what happened. This nigga shot me. Go lock him up. Facts. Now who's lying? Bro, I feel like I think Meg might be disingenuous. I don't know if she's a liar, but I don't know if that matters because she's a victim. What happens is when you're a victim, you could do all type of shit. Again, I know. Again, I'm just going off my assumptions and how I'm interpreting it. Seem like Tory feels like, yo, you switched up after the incident because Rock Nation got in your ear, but you know this is America 2020, the land of pussies. Let's be clear. It's protect everybody. It's like social justice warriors. You know what I mean? A victim could do anything. A victim could do it. Like a victim could basically say, oh, nothing happened, and then just switch like that. Oh, yeah, of course that nigga shot me. And so it's like she told the cops, I get shot. I stepped on some glass. Week later, Tory shot me. So you're a victim. Anything goes. When you're a victim in America, bro, it's the land of the pussies. Anything goes. You say anything. Like, so wait, so nobody cares that Megan first. Hold on. And first of all, and all your fuckery and inconsistencies, you throw a big slogan over it, and it explains why you were lying. So why did you lie to the cops about being shot? Why? I wanted to protect black men. Duh. What the fuck? Yo, who believe in this shit? So you motherfucking get shot with bullets in your foot, and the first thing, I just want to protect black men. I was thinking about Breonna Taylor and George Floyd and all the other black men and Ahmaud Arbery, and I couldn't just. What the fuck? I'm telling you, as a victim, Meg looks super funny. Nigga, you said nothing happened. And whether something really did happen, seems like you were trying to be in on the cover-up. But you switched up on the guys. Probably for a look for the career if Rock Nation is involved. Now, as I said, we in America 2020. If you a man, you might as well chop your balls off. Emasculation, nigga. Fuck that. Like, again, Tory's he's gonna be wrong no matter what. The only thing that matters to Tory is, did you hurt her? It doesn't matter if she was like, oh, it's an accident, my bad, whatever. That doesn't matter. If he did anything to cause her harm, she could tell him straight to his face, I'm not gonna make nothing of this, then flip on him. That's fine. She could gas it up like that nigga just let off like a whole clip in her foot when it was some fragments. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, yo, it's America 2020, baby. I'm sorry to tell y'all, bro. It's America 2020. Meg's a victim. Meg can say whatever the fuck she want. Like, nobody's gonna sit here and be like, nigga, she came with the weakest lie ever. Wait, so why didn't you tell on Tory and why'd you get back in the car with him? So you didn't tell the cops because you wanted to protect black men, but you got back. But before you even got to the cops, you got back in the car with him. Did she answer that? She said the reason why I didn't tell the cops and snitch on him. Well, it's not snitching. We obviously know that. The reason why I didn't tell the cops on the nigga is I wanted to protect black men. But fuck that. Let's rewind. Shorty, why you get back in the car with that nigga for? He shot you. Nigga was trying to end your tour career. The fuck are we doing? This is before the cops came. What are you trying to protect at that point? We just, nobody actually even pays attention to that. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. And I guess what Tory's final point, or like part of his overall theme is, this is the very convoluted situation. As I'm giving my interpretation, nobody's completely right, nobody's completely wrong. There's no good guy where that person ain't do nothing wrong, or that person ain't lie or try to manipulate, and there's no just all the way bad guy where that person just did everything wrong. There's just a really horrible person. Everybody's doing some shit to make themselves look better or try to help their career or help their situation advance. So I don't know. We'll see where someone said it was always glass in her foot. Well, I would agree with that, but then they said the hospital said they took out a bullet fragments. Now there was a nigga who supposedly is cool with Meg who said they matched the bullet fragments to the fucking gun that was in the possession of Tory, or in the car at least. I don't know, man. I don't know. The hospital said it was glass. They said they tested him for resident. Bro, I don't. Okay, so what I was saying is that I think Tory kind of feels like, hurt a bit because while the story is convoluted, if people don't realize, listen, by the way, and we should protect black women, but a nigga, if you're a black man these days, there ain't no benefit of the doubt. Let's be very clear. There's no benefit of the doubt. And I guess Tory, in thinking he has so much good favor for some of his peers in the industry, and he thought that people would at least let's see what's up. People's jump and rush to conclusion not only saddened him, but he realized the obvious toll it took on his career, because he essentially got blackballed. He instantly could not get on a playlist. And I guess, that comes with a frustration where, put it like this. If Tory's telling the truth and he's been lied on and set up, Tory's a victim. Tory made an album expressing that I'm being lied and set up and I do it. And he told his story and everybody said, we don't hear that shit. Fuck out of here. You know why? He's a black man. Like, niggas ain't trying to hear ain't no benefit of the doubt for you, nigga. He got to beat the case for niggas to believe him. He got to beat the case. Let me tell you this, man. For black males out here, it is an interesting time because I don't think, as more of these movements, which I definitely support, protect the black women, protect this, protect the LGBTQ community, protect, pretty much, man, like at the end of it, it's like, it also, there's a flip side to it. It's kind of like, and let me tread lightly with saying this, it's kind of like what the feminist movement had turned into. The feminist movement is literally about gaining equal rights, right? And equal treatment for both genders. But at some junctures and some points, it turns to not equality, it turns to female superiority. And that's how they that's how they rock with the shit. Which means for us to get ours, we need to put the other side down. You feel me? So what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes when, like, yeah, we want to protect black women, but if Tory ain't do it, the nigga ain't do it. Wait, you want us to just throw Tory to the walls? He's saying he ain't do it. It's not like we want to protect you, but we need to know, did he do it? The protect whoever movement, they don't want, there's no due process. It's like, let's lock him up, throw away the key, fuck his career, get him out of here before we even figure it out. You know why? That's the only way to protect him. So you get to realize after a while, oh, this ain't fair. I'm just saying. Uh, yeah. Anyway, interesting development of stuff. I wonder how they're taking this on Shade Room. I love reading Shade Room after shit like this. I'm gonna look at Shade Room. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. What else is going on in hip hop? What else is going on in hip hop? 6ix9ine is missing. Yes, he is missing in action. Happy birthday, by the way, to NBA YoungBoy. I believe today is also Lil Durk's birthday. Happy birthday to Lil Durk. What y'all think about the Sada Baby thing? Give y'all a quick synopsis. Sada Baby had a bunch of tweets, and I didn't edit them out, and I know, shit, I don't want Twitch to get mad at me. Let me go to Shade Room. Shade Room be like, they have the nice little edits. I like them for that. So Sada Baby is a nigga from, like, I believe Detroit. Detroit? Right? Not thinking from Detroit. He got this song, what's it called? A Whole Lot of Choppers. And Nicki just hopped on the remix. Shit's kind of going crazy. Now, what happened is that, I don't know, you know, Nicki's fan base, they're barbs. By the way, if you had to ask me, I believe half of Nicki's fan base would maybe identify with the LGBTQ community. Also, they're very obsessive. So because of that, every time she does a record with someone, they want to support it, that it goes number one or it does really well. And I guess in trying to support this record with Nicki and this guy, they found out that this guy may have, in the past, expressed some anti-gay, sentiments. Like he doesn't like gay people or whatever the case is. I'm gonna try to pull it up because niggas was mad. I ain't gonna lie to you, they were mad as fuck. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. All right. So he had comments like this. Hold on. I hate dark-skinned people. Keep in mind this is from 2011. He had comments like these were like kind of, a little out there. He says, shaking my head, being a F word should be illegal. Keep in mind this is 2010. He says, I hate F words, 2011. He says, fuck the F words, 2011. He said, bitch, I'm dunking on yo F word ass daddy. Okay. And he also retweeted some shit that says, Neo is an F word if I never seen one before. Again, half the barbs are in the LGBTQ community. By the way, when I say F word, you can fill in the blanks, but it's a slur that's aimed at the LGBTQ community. Okay? So, the barbs found this. They're like, whoa. Now, trust me, at least the people who identify with, trust me, even if someone's a barb and they're someone who identifies with being in the LGBTQ community, trust me, they care way more about that community than being a barb. So, of course, they're not conflicted. Help support Nicki get a good ranking record, but it's a guy who hates your guts. And they pretty much just said, we ain't gonna fuck with this nigga. They kind of called it out. The interesting part is that homie just wasn't backing down at first. You know what I mean? He wasn't backing down at first. He put up a tweet or like an Instagram story that said, y'all can find any old tweet in the world from me. I don't care. I'm not even logged into my Twitter and I haven't been for months. And he had another tweet that seemed a little dismissive. I forgot what it was. Basically, was just saying like he like fuck y'all niggas. Where was it? I can't find it. Where the fuck was it? Anyway, so everybody's trying to cancel that. They're trying to cancel him. It's 2020. I don't think he's gonna be canceled. I think he does music that's aggressive, little gangster rap shit. And when you do shit like that, to be honest, as much hate as you might get from a mainstream level when you say shit like that, the people who support you in your base, they love the fact that you take a stance, whether that stance is approved by the mainstream audience or media at all. Anyway, so I think Sad Baby's gonna be fine. I don't know if Nicki will ever work with him again, or I don't know if Nicki will support the record continuing, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, speaking about people who are just gangster rappers or people who are just, whatever, and could still do whatever the fuck they want or just can't get canceled, 50 Cent. I think I covered this on my page. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. But essentially, 50 Cent, he put up this motherfucking post, and it basically was him saying, what the fuck? He said, vote for Trump. He says, I am out. He said, fuck the New York Knicks. They never win anyway. I don't care if Trump doesn't like black people. 62% are you out of your fucking mind? And what he was talking about is Biden. If you don't know, Donald Trump is running against Joe Biden. The election date is coming up real soon. And pretty much Joe Biden put out his tax plan, and in his tax plan, he wants to tax the people who make over $400,000, which obviously is, I would imagine, a good amount of rappers. He wants to tax them if they live in New York City, 62%. If they live in California, which a lot of them be living in LA, 62.6%. If you live in Jersey, which I live in Jersey, 60%. And if you just live in the general state of New York, 58%. Now, let's put in perspective what that means. If you make $1 million, they want 62,000. No, 620,000 of that. So pretty much you're getting half your money. Anyway, for people who aren't in this tax bracket, it shouldn't be something you worry about. But obviously for 50 it is. So 50 is just looking at it like, yo, hold the fuck up. And we got to be honest, man. I know we like to act like, yo, all these entertainers, like their issues are our issues. But it's a reason why they're bragging about, 50 is bragging about buying a Bugatti recently. You think you and him got the same fucking problems? And you think you and him look at the world the same? He bought Tyson's last mansion and then sold it. You think you and him look at the world the same? What I'm saying is that, like, your issues that you're probably caring about, that you probably want to be addressed in the election, 50 probably don't give a fuck about. You know what he definitely cares about? Keeping his motherfucking money. That's why a lot of rich people kind of go along with being Republican, because they might not agree with everything else, but Republicans tend to tax people less. So some people were like, they were mad at 50 because they thought 50 should like support Biden, even though he would tax somebody like 50 way more. And I just appreciated 50 being real. I appreciated him being real to himself, because a lot of people be capping. 50's just saying, I'm not going to support no nigga, I don't care who it is, that wants to take 60% of my money. That's just it. That's the point. You know what I mean? Everybody, like I give credit to, and y'all might kill me for this, but I give credit to 50, I give credit to Kanye. There's some people who could just be themselves and not worry about what everybody else is saying. Nigga, you know when 60%? Nigga, 99% of rappers probably looked at that and said, what the fuck? This nigga tweaking. 99% of rich people probably said, what the fuck? You want 60% of what I meant? Fuck out of here. But you can't say it because you got to act like you're identifying with the people that don't have it. Come on, man. Like, niggas be thinking about themselves. They'll be thinking about a greater good. Let's be honest. Anyway, we don't got to keep talking too much about that. Somebody said, you're not rich, so it don't matter to you. You're right. 100%. It does matter to you. But you can't be mad at 50 because he is rich. It does matter. Okay? I heard a bunch of DCMA notices came down via Twitch today. I think, just to let you know, Twitch is going through a very interesting time. I think the music industry is starting to lean on them a little bit to say, yo, y'all got people on here playing our music that's y'all don't have a license for, and y'all are growing an audience, and also they're playing these songs to like 100,000 people. Like, say one streamer could be playing to 100,000 people, and they're like, yeah, while that's promotion, that's like still streams being taken away. I think that's definitely the wrong way to look at it. But of course, the music industry, they're very money hungry, and they want, anytime there's an opportunity to make money, they want to get in. So I think they probably put Twitch on notice, like they do every couple months or so. Say, yo, stop having your fucking streamers just play our songs without explicit permission. And trust me, you don't have explicit permission as an overall platform. You feel me? Yeah. Somebody says, why has 6ix9ine not dyed his hair? The dye fucks up his hair. Like, if you ever look at 6ix9ine, he's low-key kind of have like sort of a receding hairline a bit, because apparently, first of all, his hair grows. So, like, you know what I mean, if you really want to keep it rainbow, and that's why he always keeps the tips rainbow, usually sometimes. But if you're going to keep the root, you got to keep re-dyeing your hair. And apparently those chemicals that you use to fucking dye your hair all the time fucks up your hair. I don't know. I never dye my hair, but to all the people in here who've dyed their hair, you could probably understand that process. So, he tries to not dye it every fucking 2 weeks because apparently the strong bleach that you use will fucking have you going bald. I don't know. Yeah. Meek album predictions. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. What's the current buzz on Meek Mill's album? I'd be surprised if Meek Mill did better than 21 Savage. But I could see it if that fan base is still there. I think he has a record with Drake, which Drake just keeps saving everybody. Listen, Meek is 100% flopping if you don't got Drake, Roddy. There's like 4 niggas who, they're saving people at the moment. And I just don't think Meek is hot right now as a solo artist. If you're asking me why I think I think there's a record with him and Drake, because Drake commented under one of his posts. I'm gonna see if I can find it now. Drake commented, "Hey, drop," and I forgot I'm guessing he's talking about a song. He said, "Drop so and so," and Meek commented by saying, you already, like, basically, like, you already know, like, it's coming." And I'm guessing if Drake is telling him to drop a song, it would tell me that that's a collab. You get me? Of course, Drake is probably gonna be hauling that nigga on his back, carrying him to another fucking, you know what I mean, multi-platinum record. But let me see if I can find it. It's in one of these. Or yeah, I could just take my word. But it's in one of these. I can't remember where it's at. I don't know. Anyway, so I think he has another Drake feature. Meek Mill at this point, I think he's only good as his features. No, now don't get me wrong. I think he makes still phenomenal albums. I think he could rap well. I just don't think that niggas care about Meek like that no more. I think Meek has, I think he's done a poor job of trying to remain authentic. Like beefing with a blogger, telling a blogger you're banned from the trenches. Really corny, Meek Mill. That don't show that you're still in the streets, okay? I think people look at Meek as the nigga who is the lap boy for billionaires such as Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin, and that's his lane at this point. Like, it's very different than how people perceive or look at Lil Baby at this point. Niggas really still think Lil Baby's in Atlanta every day in the hood. You know what I mean? Coolin', whatever, whatever. You get me? I think people think Meek is just, yeah, running behind Robert Kraft and Jay-Z. It's kind of facts. All right. What else I got going on? Migos update. I'm glad to see that Migos are back, or they're on better terms with QC. There was a time that all the Migos members unfollowed P. We heard rumors of supposedly, Lil Baby and the full PF crew beat up Offset and this and third, and of course, like, it looked like for a second the Migos might be trying to get off QC, but it looked like things have definitely came back around, and I'm hoping that manifests into music. And honestly, that probably was maybe just a thing of maybe the right thing being done contractually, and I would imagine that P would have definitely learned some lessons, especially seeing how, an artist like Birdman or something like that, went through with his artists, or other CEOs went through with their artists when, public struggle and strife made you look like you're a thief, right? When it's really just contract negotiations. Is Drake album coming out on the 24th? You saying this Friday? I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of certified lover boy trucks. We seen one in Cali. See one in Cali like yesterday. There was one in Toronto. Is Drake is Laugh Now Cry Later that single where he could just drop the album now? If I'm seeing all these things happen, I don't think it's gonna be a surprise release. Do you understand what I mean? I think Drake is gonna give us a week notice. Like with his demo tapes, with his playlist or his mixtape, and of course I'm talking about in reverse order. If Your Renus Is Too Late, More Life, and Dark Lane Demo, he basically just dropped those night of, right? But when it comes to like Scorpion or Views and this particular project, Certified Lover Boy, I expect him to not do the regular artist rollout, but at least let people know this is coming, and not coming like, oh, it's out right now. Yo, it'll be out in a week. You get me? Why does Drake have his Instagram comments like limited? Shit, I got my limited. If I'm not blocking nobody, but if niggas be on my page talking shit all day, you could do it as long as you follow me. I don't care. I don't care what you say. For Drake, you can't comment unless he follows you. It's a little bit of a difference. I think for him, it's kind of like just filtering out. It's filtering a lot of stuff out and just keeping a level head. So, I don't know. I don't know if it works. Melly. Shit, I have a Melly record. I'm trying to, I'm about to try to get clear, but they did tell me that Melly was supposed to be coming out this year, so like they weren't gonna be releasing no Melly music with any other artists. Melly has a lot of music. I don't know, and by the way, I've talked to some people who are legal experts. They said it's unlikely that YNW Melly would be leaving jail this year, especially since his trial absolutely will not start till next year. What's going on with 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine is working on himself. He is going through some things which I can't mention here, but he's working on himself, whether it's his health and conditioning, losing weight. He's definitely body conscious a bit. He's working on music. He's trying to take up the challenge of these next songs he's putting out has to be the hottest songs of his career. You got to put more effort, more focus, more dedication into making the music because over the last 6 months, it's the music is a thing, but it's like he's more into how do you promote it more than how do you make this shit really great. So it is what it is. NBA YoungBoy, I guess, did the NBA tape not drop? It didn't drop, right? Yeah, he had called me and told me to hey, announce that it's dropping on the 20th. And I'm looking, I don't see anything on his Spotify page. I don't know what's up with that. He also told me he was about to come back on the gram. I don't know if it was gonna be before then, but nothing happened since. I think YoungBoy is a super calculated but organic person. So I know a lot of times, sometimes we worry about him and this and third, but YoungBoy, I think he goes on Instagram and goes off because he gives a lot of music already. I think it's he tries to make sure he's not saturating the place with his presence. When he comes back, he's of course gonna have a music video. I think we've seen this play out already. So if you think this is just happening by chance, you have to be retarded. I think he's learning a way how to drop a lot of music, but still trying to do a few things to try to make himself and his content or his presence still elusive, which obviously is needed because you could oversaturate the place and people are just tired of you and just want you to leave. Lil Mosey update. Lil Mosey doing good. Rich the Kid update. He did drop a song with YoungBoy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Chat niggas, what up, man? I see y'all. When's the podcast coming? And what? And how many days a week will you do it for? I'm thinking about 1 day a week. I'm thinking about a Monday release. Maybe I could film on Sunday. Drop on Monday. The thinking behind that for me is I could cover and still deal with, which is signature to my brand, a lot of things that are current events and the news stories happen. All the news, the biggest news shit usually breaks on Monday. You feel me? So just that I could also kind of fall in line with that. I could lead off the week with some good shit. And also, it would be after the Friday when new music came out. So I've had 2 days to sit with it. So that's what I'm thinking. Again, I have a name for it. I have, we're actually pretty far in development. So look out for something really soon. Little lack update. Yo, now, I got 2 songs. I played y'all the 2 songs already. Yeah, Charmaine's my guy. Uzi update. Uzi been in good spirits, man. I talked to him, kind of, in DMs and some shit. He's cool. I think if you ask me, I feel like Uzi is trying to drop music at the end before the end of the year. Don't hold me to that, but I feel like that's what he's trying to do. Will I have a guest for the podcast? Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out who the co-host could be. Chat. I'm gonna play 2 songs for y'all real quick. Y'all tell me if I should throw both of them in the garbage